Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome in. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat. If you are returning to my channel, thank you once again for being here and welcome back. I hope the last 2 weeks have been serving you and has been really well starting off June. Yeah, I just came off of my birthday recently. Yeah, now we have like another 2 week forecast. Time is just going by really fast. But before we get into the next 2 week forecast, I have a few quick announcements. One is the Celestial City membership is still open. Go ahead and hit the description box below so you can sign up to receive your monthly readings. You get your monthly Reiki, you get a new moon ceremony, and you get a 10% discount on all House of Chiron services plus more. So you can find that information in the description box. Also, go ahead and hit the description box and book a reading. And then while you're there, sign up to receive or order your Chiron candles. Those are the Reiki infused soy candles with natural herbs and essential oils, and they're all associated to each chakra. So there are 7 different candles. So make sure you go through the entire page that says Chiron Candles, and it gives all 7 types of candles. There's one for each chakra. So also we have the 2022 year ahead readings that are on sale, and they are 50% off because we're halfway through. So go ahead and book those or receive those, and they're pre-recorded. You can purchase all 3, or you can purchase one. Your sun will be, or your rising sign will be primary because it's most accurate. Your sun will be a secondary reading, and last will be your moon sign reading. That one relates more to like your internal world, your home and family life, things like that. So you can purchase all 3, sun, moon, and rising, or you can join the membership and get those because those are also included in the membership. So, any other announcements? I do want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes and all the gifts and things that were received. So I appreciate all of that. And now we are going to embark on this new 2 week forecast. Um, Without further ado, I don't think I have any other announcements. Let's just dive right on into the astrology forecast. This is a 2 week look ahead from June 16th all the way through to the end of the month, June 30th. Let's just wrap this thing right on up. We have quite a bit of energy going on. First, we start off on June 16th with the sun making a trine to Saturn, right? So the sun is in Gemini and is trining Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. And this is going to bring in a lot of drive and determination to get things done. So we'll have the ability to go after our responsibilities without that feeling of stress and strain that comes with having a lot to do. The sun in Saturn represents authority figures. So we also might receive some type of recognition for the hard work that we've previously put in. But alternatively, also on the same day, we have the sun, which is in Gemini, making a square to Neptune in Pisces. So this, keeping in mind what the sun represents, our purpose, our life force, our vitality, also represents our identities. The sun is the ruler of our egos. So with a square to delusional Neptune, we might find it hard to see ourselves clearly. And this could result in low sense of self, right? And so we might find it hard to assert ourselves with confidence and courage towards the things that we are trying to pursue. Neptune creates illusions. So this is causing us not to see what's right in front of us, kind of like this hidden in plain sight energy. And Neptune is getting ready to go retrograde, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So we are not able to see things right in front of us. And so it's important that we take our time today to stay grounded, get out in nature, keep your feet planted firmly on the ground, because Neptune has a tendency to keep us too open and too vulnerable. So we might be kind of susceptible to receiving like some deceptive energies or something of that nature. All right, so Moving forward, we have the sun entering into Cancer. So this is the start of the summer solstice and the start of Cancer season on June 21st. And the sun will be transiting through Cancer all the way through to July 22nd. So happy solar return to all of you Cancers. If you have a sun in Cancer and you're watching this, happy birthday ahead of time. So now, the sun in Cancer is going to be really having us focus on our sense of security, our stability, our safety, you know, the things that bring us comfort. It's a wonderful time to get out in water and use that for some healing properties. Okay. So we're going to be focusing on the tangibles in a sense, but also our intuition might heighten. There might be some things that come up during this time where we just kind of trust our gut with what we are pursuing, right? Remember, the sun represents our ego. So, you know, where do we identify at home? Where do we identify in our sense of comforts and stabilities and things of that nature? Now, moving forward, we have Venus entering into Gemini. And so this is going to make us more sociable. Okay, so from June 23rd all the way through to July 18th, Venus will be transiting the sign of Gemini. So this is about a good 4-week span of this transit where we're going to be feeling like getting out there and experiencing our environments and finding the pleasures that are within our immediate environment. We also might find joy in a sense of pleasure in going on quick trips and traveling, you know, from city to city, you know, doing some road trips, things of that nature. Now, at the time that Venus enters into Gemini, it's going to be squaring Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. So that energy is still there, that square to Saturn. So you know, we might want to go out and do some things, but we still have to pay attention to our responsibilities and the work that's needed at this time and learning those lessons and facing those fears and all that kind of stuff. And then there's still that trine to Pluto that's retrograde in Capricorn. So, you know, bringing forth transformation. So it's a wonderful time to get out there and just experience things that's going to bring new experiences, right? Transforming our beliefs, transforming the systems, so to speak. Okay. Now, Venus and Gemini could bring in a lot of information, lots of conversations, you know, connecting with people. You might be connecting with your siblings. You might be, if you are a small business owner, this is a great time to focus on your small business to bring in more finances and things like that. Okay, now moving on, we have Neptune that is going to be stationing retrograde at 28 degrees in the sign of Pisces. And this is going to be like almost a 6-month period. Okay, so with Neptune going through, you know, Neptune retrograding through Pisces, it's going to be happening from June 28th all the way through to December 4th. So this is happening at the same time that we're having a new moon. Okay, so Neptune stations retrograde, and what this does for us collectively, the veils thin out, making the reality of things more prevalent, like we can see it. Neptune rules spirituality, creativity, the interconnectedness that we have with ourselves and others, ourselves and the universe and everything around us. Also, Neptune is our intuition. You know, it governs the crown and the third eye chakras. So we are being forced to kind of work those intuitive muscles, so to speak, so we can build more resiliency and awareness around all of those things that are typically hidden in plain sight, right? Because at the time, remember, Neptune is also squaring the sun, which is in Cancer. So that's kind of that energy. Over time, you know, we become more aware of those Neptune ruled things like deception, illusion, and anything that seems too good to be true. Now, also there's that sextile to Pluto that's happening, which is retrograde in Capricorn. So helping us to see what's there also while transforming our beliefs, transforming the systems, allowing certain things to crumble in order for something new to be born. Now, we have this new moon that happens on the same day, right? It's between June 28th and June 29th, depending on where you are in the world. And this is happening at 7 degrees in the sign of Cancer. And so with this new moon in Cancer, this is a time to set wonderful intentions towards building your foundations, your sense of security, your sense of safety, what brings you comfort, you know, focusing on your home life, focusing on, you know, your intuition and all those things that make you feel safe, right? Your creature comforts, so to speak. But keep in mind, that there is a aspect that's going on at the time that this new moon happens. So it's going to be square Jupiter. So this can bring two different kind of things, two ends of the spectrum, right? So on one end of the spectrum with a square to Jupiter, it can bring, abundance and overabundance, so to speak. You can have many opportunities. There can be this optimism, you can have like an influx of good optimistic feelings, right? So that's the positive end of this. Now, negatively, what this can bring is that rose-colored lens where we feel that we have more than what we actually do. This is a wonderful time to pay attention to how much you're spending. Because you can really think that you are just lucky and you are, you have more than what you really do. And so you bite off more than what you can chew. And then you later on have to reconcile those decisions or those actions. So it's really important to stay grounded, especially while this square to Jupiter is happening. Because then, just kind of take your time and process certain things. Keep in mind that Neptune is also retrograde and it's making that square to the sun. And, the sun is in Cancer and the moon is now also there in Cancer. So we might feel, we might not be seeing a lot clearly. So it's important that while we're setting our intentions on this day, that we tap into visualization, we tap into our intuition, we are connected with, nature, get out in some water in order to, manifest certain things and set those intentions that's going to bring forth the sense of comfort that we desire, but keeping in mind that things might not be exactly what they seem. We might get a lot of opportunities, but not all of the opportunities are meant for us to take advantage of, right? Because there might be too good to be true opportunities, okay? So if you're looking to get more insight about any of these transits, first and foremost, you can join the membership, but also you can book a reading and I can give you a very forward and very direct, detailed analysis of how this is affecting you in your chart. So make your way over to the website. So that is all that I have for the rest of June, keeping kind of short and simple nowadays. And yeah, let's meet up in the comments and see, let's chat and let's talk about what we think might come from this. I love talking with y'all about what, these things manifest and how they manifest, whether it's before, during, or after, however. So yeah, hit the description box below for all of the House of Chiron services and whatnot. And I think that's all. Yeah, that is it. So have a wonderful, wonderful month ahead. Enjoy the remainder of June, and I will see y'all in July. Bye.